Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is your boy Charlie and your girl Melanie, and we are here another week of the Inner Circle podcast. How are you, girlfriend?
I'm good. I'm warm and toasty in my cozy little apartment. I don't know where you're going with this
Cozy,
tank top.
cozy. I'm feeling very Cali,
Yeah,
the
clearly.
winter, the beanie and then a tank top by the beach. I'm giving you Cali gear. if only
W.
our, if only our girl Byronique was on this week. She was on last week. For anyone who didn't watch and hear our episode, definitely Um, catch up on
Yeah.
the episode. It was so fun. How did you enjoy the episode? Because it's been a while. You've been wanting to like chop it up with her on the show. All three of us together. And it finally happened. Like it was good. It was good. We hit a lot of
I,
good
f-
shit.
I felt like there wasn't enough time in the episode. Like we could
We
talk
need
for
more.
hours. Yeah.
Yes. We need
But we'll
content
we'll
for
have that.
hours.
We'll have that soon. I think you know what that I was thinking. I mean, I don't know if you want to announce that we're gonna do something for the holidays.
Let's keep it a little secret for now. Just so that
Okay.
under wraps to be ready to announce
We'll
it.
talk after the after show.
But what were you gonna say? Could
That
you
I
say
think that it
something
should
without giving it away?
I think that we should have an episode that's a 2 hour special.
2 hours special. I mean, we used to have like for anyone who's been with us from like day one, we had episodes that ran
Yeah.
like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. So, but yeah, we definitely could do that. Like it was so much fun last week. We definitely hit on a lot of things. We spoke about a lot of things, especially relationship wise. So yeah, it was a
I
lot
got
of
text messages
fun.
about
Oh
that
yeah, anything you
conversation.
want
Yep.
to share?
Just that like shots fired and I was being very shady. I don't think I was being shady. I was just being honest.
Shots fired. Oh, okay. I think I remember one particular, I think, moment where I called it, and I think one of our viewers called, but we won't mention anything right now. But I didn't think you were that bad. We were talking about relatable shit. We've had relationships with different people, so let's talk about
Yeah.
relatable shit. How was your weekend though? Like I know we didn't do much this weekend. I think for both of us, I can speak for both of us. It was very
Yeah.
low key. How was your
I
weekend?
I was not feeling my best this weekend. It was like female time of the month probs. But I basically
Props.
just did like housework around the house and like just decided to like lounge and catch up on TV shows and stuff. Every single time I start a TV show, I feel like I have ADHD because I will start like 2 episodes, binge 2 episodes, and then start another one. Like I flop,
Yeah,
like I jump to different shows. But it was chill. How was yours?
it was pretty relaxing. It was pretty relaxing. It was chill. It was chill. I, for the most part, wanted to rest. I
You
did that.
napped.
Yeah, I napped a lot. Like napped, rested. It was a pretty chill weekend. I would say this weekend. I didn't do much. Just like I
Mm.
wanted. I think we both was going into last weekend like, yo, like I just want a chill weekend, and that's it or whatever. But and we've been having a lot of fun and active, especially October was a lot for us. It was a great month for us, I would say. But
Yeah.
we also, it gave us, like you said, it gave us time to like kind of catch up on shows. I know Selena Gomez dropped her
Yeah, the
documentary
documentary.
on Apple TV called My Mind and Me. What did you think of it? Because I know you ended up watching it first before I did.
It was a good it was a good document to watch. It was kind of sad. And I never really cared for her. I know that she has a few good bops, but The whole health aspect of it all really resonated with me, and it made me sad for her because there are people that, and I believe this now. I never used to think this way, but there are people that are going through health battles that you will never guess they're actually going through shit like that because they don't show it or express it or make it a big part of their life, you know? So I don't know. It was good to see it. And shout out to the Apple TV Plus 3 month subscription for free.
Funny enough,
I might keep it.
Well, I had it for a whole year before, like back in 2020. I had it for a whole year. Got rid of it when the year was up, and I actually asked to borrow yours because we use each other's like we're balanced at least. We use each other's stuff. We balance each other out. You know, so that's the good thing in that sense.
We don't
we just balance each other out. Okay, you use mine, you use yours. It's a give and take. But I got rid of it, but I purchased something from Old Navy this weekend, and it was like, oh, you can have 30 days free of Apple TV. And I was like, well, look at that. I don't even need to use her credentials. So I'm like, sign me up. So I watched most of it. I still have to finish the rest of it. It was a good documentary. Like you said, definitely Waterworks. I'm an emotional person, even as a dude, I admit it.
Same.
Definitely doing some Waterworks. Just because, you know, things hit close to home. As you know, and I will continue saying it, one of the things we stand for here and we will always talk about and advocate is mental health. And, you know, mental health hits close to family personally, and it's just something that should be talked about and not be, you know, such a shameful thing. So I definitely had my moments with her, and I applaud her. Selena Gomez, I really applaud for a while that she's been so honest and open about her mental health. Her bipolar. She talked about being bipolar, and I applaud her. Even although I know you don't like this girl, but even Demi Lovato, she's someone who's been very honest and open about her drug battles too. So like, what do you got to say about Demi Lovato? You're like, yeah.
I like her honesty, but I also feel Demi Lovato's honesty. But I also feel like Demi does things as a cry for attention. And I don't think a person who has gone through so many issues in life, especially with addiction, and has literally resurrected from the dead because she was dead for a minute or so, however long. I don't think to me, she doesn't seem appreciative sometimes by the things that she talks and like the shit that she says. To this day, when I think of Demi Lovato, I just think of her. I don't even think about the addiction or anything. I think of her fighting with like some yogurt place in California. Do you remember that?
Oh, she was
posting like horrible shit about them, and it was just like, really, that's what you're coming back to do? Like, I don't know. Use your time in this world and this life for a good reason, not to be a fucking Karen.
Yeah, I mean, but also to add to that, drug. Listen, remember, drugs also distorts like, and she's obviously a user and an addict. She said it. Drugs distort your mind. And something else I learned. You just said it. She acts like a child. When you start drinking, doing drugs of any kind, anything you're abusing substance-wise. Let's say you start at 22, right? You're going to be stifled. And this is something I learned because I be watching shit, some smart shit. You're stifled, your brain and your mechanism and how you operate, you're stifled while you're on that. It's not until you leave. So let's say you're 45 at this point, right? And I'm still abusing drugs since I was 22. My mind and the way I react to things and everything will still be very 20-something. Because I've been abusing drugs all that time, and my mind, from what I learned from this doc that I watch, my mind is still operating as a 20-something-year-old. Now, when you become sober, that's when clarity and things, and you could start acting. You know, I'm not sure I'm explaining it right, or if you.
No, you are. You're absolutely.
But you know, that's why as soon as you said she actually is like. It brought me back to something else I watched. But hopefully no one takes that sound by you. And I'm like, I've been addicted to drugs. I'm not talking about myself. Generally speaking, but yeah, I mean that's maybe to give her some grace, but I get what you mean about her stuff. But if you haven't watched and you have Apple TV, whether you're a fan of Selena Gomez or not, definitely watch it. It's definitely educational. It definitely gives you an understanding, and just like whether it's for her or just yourself, you may have a family member, a spouse, anyone that you may know that's acts erratic and is going through mental health issues. This could be an understanding, or maybe somewhat of a blueprint for anyone who watches this to maybe understand a little bit. So definitely check it out. Selena Gomez, My Mind and Me, streaming on Apple TV. We should start getting money for the promotion we be doing. If you watch Rihanna's Savage Fenty Volume 4, that was released on Apple.
I want to see it probably this weekend if I have a chance, but I haven't seen it yet.
Definitely seen it. We had people from Taraji P. Henson pop up. I know you mentioned some people. I don't recognize everyone because a lot of these people are like newer influencers and stuff, but you said there were some British people. Johnny Depp, how did you feel about Rihanna? Because this was a little bit of chatter when this was announced. Rihanna having Johnny Depp in the show. How did you feel about that?
To be honest with you, I feel like I don't see what's the problem of him being on, only because he missed out on many opportunities. Like he got kicked out of Pirates of the Caribbean. He got kicked out of Disney, basically. Yeah. And I think that maybe this is like some exposure to him to help him boost his career again to where it was. The trial happened. It came and went. There was a lot of bullshit in that trial. I think both of them were wrong, but at the end of the day, justice was served, quote unquote. So just let it go. Who cares? With essentially what I was gonna say was, what if Amanda Heard was the one walking the show? How would people feel? Would the reaction be the same? Or would they be like, oh yeah, girl power? No, why can't Johnny walk? Who cares?
Well, okay, to fill you guys in, for people who may not know, as we know, a few years back, Rihanna was at the center of like every newspaper outlet, TV show reporting thing. Her and Chris Brown, because Chris Brown had a domestic dispute thing where Chris Brown really, could I just be frank and say, beat the bitch up? Like she was bruised. We all seen those pictures of Rihanna of what happened with the aftermath of Chris Brown. So I guess the controversy for some people was she knows what it's like to be at the head of domestic violence, and that she let someone who was at a big trial, a big to-do that had to do with domestic violence. So I think that had some people a little confused. At first, when I first heard the story, I was like, I can see why some people would be like, really, Rihanna? But at the same time, like you said, like, it's a boost. What about if it was her, Amber Heard? Would it be the same reaction? And I don't know. There's something in my spirit that, like, throughout this whole thing with them both, I feel like they both were toxic, and we've discussed it on the show before, but I don't know. There's something that, like, my spirit tells me, like, sides more with Johnny Depp. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to see videos, and I feel like there were a lot of random people on there. Like, yeah, I don't think that that's an issue. I mean, Rihanna has her own reasons as to why she does things. Yeah. It brought more exposure. It was Caroline. Is that her name? Cara Delevingne. Was she there? I see a picture of her. What is her name? Cara Delevingne. Yeah. Delevingne. I thought she was like in rehab or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, listen, there was so much going on, and there's so much, like, it's a production that this Rihanna does with this Savage Fenty show. This is volume 4, so this is the 4th time she's doing it, and she, like, it's amazing. She steps it up. She brings a whole new level of runway and sucking you in and presenting the clothing, but also art performance. Like, I every time I look at her shows, it's like she's such a Pisces. I just sit there like she's such a Pisces. Like, just everything, performance, the art, the fashions. Like, I'm proud of her. It was cute. You definitely gonna enjoy it. Definitely check it out. Last Friday also was the release of a lot of new music. Some of it aged us, but first, what do you think about Drake? He dropped another album this year, but with Savage, 21 Savage.
With 21 Savage.
So that was a joint album. We know Drake loves to do joint albums. How do you feel about that album?
So the album is called Her Loss. If I could just name it like anything that comes to mind, it's like the fuckboy blueprint. That's basically what it is. It's like, first of all, I liked it. I love 21 Savage. I think both of them together, they always have good hits and they always have good songs. Like Drake's last album, honestly, Nevermind. According to some people, it tanked. According to other people, it was good. I personally liked it because it was a different flow. But the song Jimmy Crooks that he has with 21 Savage, that was one of my favorite songs on there because it just gives that flow that they normally have. But I feel like this Jimmy Crooks was derived, this album, Her Loss, was derived from Jimmy Crooks. Like it's a sequel to the song.
Gotcha.
So there are some songs, I listened to it briefly because, walking down the block, going to the train station, you got to put that in your AirPods. But have I sat down and actually listened to like the songs and read the lyrics? Not really, but a lot of, from what I've heard, I like it. I enjoyed the album.
Like I said, I like Nevermind, and I'll stick with that. But another album that came out, which was it was a re-release, with some bonus songs and some remixes, and definitely made me feel old and age, was the Spice Girls' 25 years of their Spice World, which is their second album follow-up to their first album, Spice, that came out in 1996. Spice World came out in 1997, yes.
I was 8 years old.
25-year anniversary. Girl. Like, I'm tired of these artists releasing, especially like our artists, like, us millennials, these artists releasing these 20 years of this album, 25 years of this album. I'm feeling fucking hella old. Spice World, like, how, like, did you, obviously you're a Spice Girls fan, that's one of the, Spice Girls and Britney united us as friends. We've said this story before.
Yeah.
What was Spice World for you? Like, when you first heard it, what was like your favorite song?
Spice World for me was one, I remember specifically, my mom used to get catalogs of like those, you scratch them off, you peel them off, and you have to put the sticker of the like 12 CDs that you want to get. I would get one, my sister would get one, and my brother would get one, then my mom would get the rest. But I remember choosing Spice World, and I don't remember what album my sister chose. I think it was like Jamiroquai. But anyway, I remember like loving the whole playlist and listening to it every day after school, because obviously you couldn't listen to music in school.
Yeah.
I had a Walkman and everything. And like, I don't know, it just gives me nostalgia just listening to all the songs. What is my favorite song?
Yo, it was only 10 tracks because back then, like, artists didn't like load their albums with so many tracks. It was like a standard 10 to 12, maybe bonus songs or whatever. But those 10 tracks, like, I think back and I look back at artists back then, like, now you have a lot of fillers. You have albums that have 18 songs, but like, is a lot of fillers. Yeah. Where back then you had albums that were just like good. And Spice Girls was one of those artists that, like, yeah, it was 10 tracks, but it was like really, for the most part, good from start to end. Maybe one song that was like, but like from Spice World, Spice Up Your Life, Stop, Too Much. Saturday Night Divas was like a jam for me. Never give up the good times. Favorite. The 9 is one of my favorites too. Like, I still bump the 9 to this day. It's still like, you know, one of those songs that like don't sound outdated. You know, with pop, there's music that sounds outdated, and you may listen to now and it's like, oh, I love this song, but yeah, this is outdated. But then there's songs that you listen to now and you're like, yo, this shit is still hits. Like,
because it got that R&B in
it.
There's one song, the one song I didn't care for, to be honest with you, is The Lady is a Vamp.
Oh.
No, I love Do It.
I love The Lady is a Vamp.
I liked, you know what song I really liked too was Move Over because it was in the Pepsi commercial.
Yes, me
Yeah.
too. Move over, and then the whole generation next. I always used to think like I'm the next generation, me, because we were young
Yeah.
or whatever. So that's so funny. Yeah, Move Over was a jam too. That was a good album.
That
Now,
was a great album.
question for you, because Spice, their first one, not a lot of artists could do this. Not a lot of artists have their freshman album be a big hit and amazing, and then their sophomore album be as equally good. It's like movies. Like you don't usually get sequels that are as good as the first one. Do
Hmm.
you think which album do you think is better, Spice or Spice World?
Oh man, I want to say Spice World. Let me look at Spice.
While you look at Spice, I'm gonna go ahead because I wrestled with this, and even when I'm like, ooh, let's talk about it.
Damn, you know what? I want to
It's
say
hard,
Spice.
but
I want to
you're
say
gonna say
Spice. You know
Spice?
why?
Why?
Yes, because my favorite song, hands down, of all time from Spice Girls is Last Time Lover. That is my favorite song, hands down.
Last time,
Bitch, because I could relate.
lover.
Do you really think I'm
You think
cool
I'm
and
cool and
sexy?
sexy?
Do you want to get with
With
me?
me. No, but
Um, and I love Mama. That song, Mama, makes
yeah,
me
mom,
cry.
yeah, mama.
And
I mean, yeah.
if you can't dance, like Mel
If you
B with the
can't dance, if you
rapping,
can't dance.
I thought it
It
was
was
Mel B.
naked. Listen, how old was I when Spice came out? 1996, what, 11? And I'm already feeling my sexual
I
self
was like,
listening to Naked. Like, oh, what the hell? I think
do
about it
you
now and I'm like,
remember?
what the fuck?
Like, do you remember a long time ago? I think it was like in 2015 or 20. It had to be definitely before 2016. But we went to like this. It was this place. They used to do like shows, and they had like a Spice Girls like party where they had like performances based on Spice Girls songs. We went
And
a
I
long time ago.
went
It was in
to,
the me and you, we went, and it was like in like the Lower East Side or in the Village. And I remember that they performed, some drag queen performed naked. And we were in the
oh,
balcony.
wow.
I still remember to this day. It was like 2014,
Oh, wait a
2015.
minute. Yeah, little glimpses are coming. Oh yeah, naked. Yeah. Yes. I remember now. Like I'm getting glimpses of it.
But I
I
was
do
like,
remember
I thought
that.
it was the Spice Girls.
We
And
went with we
yeah,
went with people in that around the time, right? Yeah.
I didn't want to
Oh
say
wow,
all of
that's
that, but
crazy.
okay.
That is crazy.
But
I do remember that.
and To Become One, come on now. That song to this day, it hits. Like
Yeah.
I think Spice is the best it's like my favorite album from them, but Spice World is great too. Spice
I
World, the
have to say
movie,
Spice World.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Spice World is better than. It was hard. I was thinking about it this weekend when I was coming, like when I'm ready my shit, and I'm like, this is gonna be a good debate, and I have to think about it myself, and I'm like, and I'm doing track by track. I'm like, well, wannabe and this and that, but when I analyze it, Spice World takes it for me.
The first
Yeah.
the first video I ever saw on MTV when I first got cable was Say You'll Be There. And I remember sitting with my sister and my two older stepbrothers watching it, and they were like salivating over the girls. And I was just like, oh my God, I want to be them. And I was only like, this was in 96. So I was like, what, seven? Seven.
Yeah. Oh.
So, oh my God, I was seven and my mom was pregnant with Ashley. So, yeah,
Oh
that was
my God.
yeah, that was, I still remember to this day. So I love the album. When I think of albums like that make me remember, give me the nostalgia of where I was, how I felt, what
Hmm.
I was doing. There's not many albums.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we definitely have other shows where I want to get into like that one album that like brings you back and that like just gives you memories. But that would be another day. Actually, I'll tell you after the show too of who I want to have on when we discuss that. But
Somebody that likes music or that
speaking, yeah,
knows the music.
yeah, you know what I'm gonna talk about. DJ, but I'm not gonna say no names yet because in case it doesn't work out. But that's who I want to like come on with us. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking
His
about.
name is one of my brother's names. But moving on, um, It begins with a C.
I think I know you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
But now onto it's always weird to transition to like talk about someone who's passed. 2 weeks
We
ago
should
was
talk
Leslie
about
Jordan.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the top of the show, but 2 weeks ago was Leslie Jordan. This time around, this past weekend on Saturday, we all found the crazy news just a few days after Offset. They do say things come in threes, don't they? Um, Aarron Carter found in his bathtub, Whitney Houston style, and I don't mean no jokes by that, but like, it is what it is. Like Whitney was found the same way. Then Bobby Christina, her daughter, Aarron Carter in his bathtub, basically dead, found by his housekeeper. And, we all knew Aarron Carter, for the people who followed him and such, was struggling with drugs and mental health for years. When you found out, actually, you sent me something first because I was, like you said, I was napping on and off Saturday, resting. And my brothers also sent it in the group chat. Like, what was your thoughts and
So
reactions?
I found out through my brother, who I guess freelances for TMZ. Um, yeah, when I saw that, I was just like, "Oh my god!" And the fact that he was only like a year older than me is really
34
sad.
years old. 34. And he would be turning 35 December 9th.
Yeah.
They just released his album called Blacklisted that was supposed to come out the day of his birthday, December 9th, but they just released it on Sunday. It's called Blacklisted. And I kind of look at record labels and companies a little side eye, like, yeah, you want to give the fans like an effort of their artist's last work, but like so quick, like literally, like to release a post, what is it? Posthumous?
Posthumously.
Yeah, like so, like the next day, like come on now. But
So I felt really bad, but then when you hear the details of like him sniffing like cans, like huff,
yeah,
whatever it's called, huffing and stuff,
yeah.
that's I have no idea like why or how people do that. But just I guess I hope he's in a better place now and he's resting easy because that's really fucking sad.
He leaves behind an 11 month, and
Yeah.
that like I was like, whoa.
His
I didn't
wife's
even know
name
he
or
had a kid.
ex-wife is
Melody,
Melody
Melody
Martin.
Martin, yeah, definitely a little Spanish girl, most likely. I don't want to assume that all the girls that live in California are Mexican, right? But like, she, I believe she's Mexican, and yeah, 11 month year old boy called Prince. So like, definitely hard. My heart goes out to her, and like, you know, that baby that now is gonna grow up never knowing his father. He was doing a lot of lives. He was known to like try to connect with his fans a lot doing lives, and even in a fucked up state, let's be real. And his fans will comment things like, hey, you look bad. And she even commented, and there was a screen grab saying, you're going to die if you keep up like this. So like even she commented on a live a week or so before this happened. So it's like it seemed like the people closest to him knew what was going on and where he
I
was
think
at.
it's really sad when a person has issues like that, especially when they have a child, because you would think that their mindset would change after having a child, but it doesn't. And
Yeah,
now I don't know. It's really sad. I did like that Hillary Duff and Lindsay Lohan both released statements.
yeah.
I
And
don't
for
think
the
that
people,
they.
could you give people the background in case they're like, okay, Hillary Duff and Lindsay Lohan, why? Could you give people the background why they released statements and even the drama back then with those two and Aarron Carter? Listen, say what you will about him, but he had two bitches fighting
Yeah,
over.
game. So Aaron Carter was known to be a little playboy back in his day, and he was dating. I don't know who he was dating first. Maybe he was dating Hillary
I
for a
believe it was
while,
Hillary. I
and
thought
then
it
he
was
was
Hillary
and
first.
he was messing around with Lindsay Lohan
hmm
at the
Lindsay
same
looks like
time.
the girl that like will be the side chick.
Well,
I mean, that's my opinion.
that's what happened, and yeah, like there was like some teenage beef because of that.
Yeah.
Um, that's
For
crazy.
years, Hillary Duff, you see, and it's fucked up that this is how it like it comes to like always women versus women. because of some man's bullshit. But yeah, for years it was Hilary Duff versus Lindsay Lohan. I was more of a Hilary Duff person.
Yeah.
But yeah, those two were beefing over little Aaron Carter back then. So they both released statements, and those girls are both doing well now. And shout out to Lindsay Lohan, looking glowing. I don't know if you've seen her recently.
Mm-hmm.
She has a Christmas movie coming out. She dropped a new Christmas song on Friday. It's on the Christmas playlist, Melanie, if you want to listen to it. And she's glowing. She's doing impressive stuff. And you know, she's someone else who's struggled with drugs and addiction and all that. So it's amazing, and I like applaud it when you see people come out of, you know, darkness and addiction and shit like that. So shout out to Lindsay Lohan. They both released statements. But yeah, Aaron Carter, he also, I don't know if you knew this, but back in 2017, he came out as bisexual. He started OnlyFans. So OnlyFans. There was a lot going on with him for the last few years. But I have to admit this, Melanie. I used to hate. I hate using this word hate, but back then that's the word I used to use. Hate. And that, I would say just like now because it's not that serious. But back when I was younger and he was up and coming, I couldn't stand his ass. His music annoyed me. Like I just not like Aaron Carter growing up.
You know what? But, I thought he was trying to be the next Jamie Lynn. Like I think he was trying to ride the coattails.
He was out before. No. He was out before her. He was exposed and had notoriety way before Jamie Lynn Spears.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I think that it worked out for Jamie Lynn because for Aaron, it didn't, not so much. But I think that there were things that he would do that were kind of like sketchy as fuck. Like he was going to bat for Michael Jackson. He was going to bat for like Lou Pearlman. Meanwhile, his brother and everyone else was saying how much of a creep they were.
Lou Pearlman is, and his brher, for people who don't know, is Nick Carter. Yes, Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. And unfortunately, and this is why like life's too short to have grudges and like estrangements and stuff. Like him and his brother Nick was not getting along. I haven't spoken for years. Both Nick and his twin sister, Aaron Carter's twin sister, Leslie's her name. His twin sister basically had restraining orders taken out on Aaron Carter in the last few years. So it was a tumultuous thing, and there was not like a great family relationship there. And like that's one thing that I thank God that like, you know, with my brothers that it's never been that deep where it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I'm very blessed for that.
Do you remember House of Carters?
I remember it, but I never watched it. But I see used clips and like it was tumultuous. Like Nick Carter's like this from the Backstreet Boys, but to see him on a reality show like doing all that rah, like I'm like, whoa.
It was very Florida trash, trailer park vibes. It was bad.
Listen, ghetto comes in all colors. I always say that. Even with the vanillas, ghetto comes in all colors.
Yeah, but
look up the clips. House of Carter. Look it up if y'all don't believe us. But
go on TikTok.
Yeah. Rest in peace for sure to Aaron Carter. And I gotta add something else. I did not like the kid growing up. I couldn't stand his music, but I did get into him in his later years. Like unfortunately, when he was in his dark place, he did release an amazing album called Love. Like I love that album. I couldn't stand him before, but the Love album was an amazing album. And I'm like, wow, look at me jamming and like really feeling this album. It came out 2016, 17. Love, check it out. It's really good. It's really good.
You know, he looks like, I'll tell you after the show, but there's someone that he looks like to me that makes me like kind of nauseous and sick. Like when I look at him, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, well, you can tell even in like his lives and stuff, like his lips, like crusty, like
I never looked at his lives.
Yeah, you will look it up. Even his music video, She Just Wanna Ride, no matter how much pound cake makeup they put, you can see the slices and like the cuts in his lips and like.
That's gross. I don't know why, but I'm still like, I've been on Migos. Brother, yeah. No, I've been on Migos like vibe now, just listening to like a lot of like Takeoff because I'm still like, I can't get over the
Processing
fact
that,
that
yeah.
I can't get over his death. And people like that, it's crazy how someone can get killed and then someone else dies, and like they have different paths. One had a lot going for him and the other one was just recovering and hopefully making it to a better
Yeah.
transition, I guess. Yeah. Well,
Well,
fly high.
yeah, definitely our condolences to Aarron Carter's family. Even you see the clip where Nick Carter, like, still Nick Carter's on tour with the Backstreet Boys. Oh,
Yeah.
they're on a DNA World Tour, and I mean they were in London this past weekend, and the show went on, and he definitely broke down and cried as expected, but like strength, because there's nothing like having to like still work and like fulfill your commitments, and something like this fucking happens.
Isn't he
Like,
an Aquarius?
yes, Nick is. Nick is,
We
and
work.
Aaron's a Sagittarius.
We might have it. Oh Jesus, we might have it. Not the Sagittarius. We might be emotional as fuck, but we pull it together when necessary. So
Yeah, but definitely sending our thoughts and prayers. Like, it's just crazy to talk about. But let's get into a game. Are you ready to play some games? We've been played with so long and so much that we know how to play these games here at the Inner Circle Podcast. Okay?
I am the original gamer.
Here we haven't played this one in a while, and I definitely had to bring it out from the vault. It hasn't been that long, but it's One Gotta Go, one of our favorite games. So we want you guys at home to participate with us, and in the comment section, write in which one. Let's talk about it. Let's dispute it. Let's go. Are you ready? Yes. Let's do this. Let's do this. Or actually, this is more fitting.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, one gotta go. Fried fish, fried chicken, pork chops, or steak? I know, right?
Oof. I would say fried fish because I'm not a really fried fish type of person. I will gladly I don't even eat fried chicken like that either. No, because I need my Chinese food chicken wings. No, buy fried fish.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love seafood. I love fish, but fried, like fish and chips. You don't see me going out and ordering fish and chips. If I went to London, I may try it because I guess maybe in London I hear they do it way better than over here. That's more of a London thing, right?
No, they ain't got no seasoning, child. No.
Wait, so fish and chips didn't originate from London?
Yes, that is a fish and chips. It's originated in the UK, but that don't mean that it got flavor.
Okay. All right. You're right. So yeah, fried fish for me. I love seafood, but fried fish gotta go because I do like I don't eat fried chicken like that, but I do like it here and there. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican, so pork chops. Hello, I'm the pork chop master. Ask about me. People have tried to compete with me. I won't say no names. And I've won. Ask about me. And steak. Who doesn't love a good steak sometimes and feel like a king? So
with some lobster.
Yeah, so one gotta go. Beards, extensions / wigs, implants or makeup. One gotta go. Beards, A. B. Extensions / wigs. C. Implants or D. Makeup.
I would say implants because I don't need implants, but I think that I don't need implants. Beards I like in a guy. Extensions and wigs, like sometimes women need that or men need it too. Never know, they could have cancer. I have extensions. Or what was the other one?
Implants, makeup.
Hello? No, I need some makeup.
I would say implants.
Yeah, like I feel like you don't need to have butt implants. You can just get a Brazilian butt lift.
I would say implants. Ooh, I like this because I'm all into all of these. One gotta go. Manicure, pedicure, massage, or facial. This one's hard. This one's hard because I indulge and love all of them.
I love facials though.
Me too, and I love a good massage. Although I'm more of a massage giver than I should be getting more, but I do get them when I travel sometimes. Oh, I would
I
say
get weekly
pedicure.
massages. No,
Pedicure.
I would say manicure because that's why you can get press on nails. I would do manicure and I need a pedicure because I need them to. I feel so clean, like and fresh when I get a pedicure. So no manicure.
I think we've done this one a long time ago, but I want to do it again because it's a different chill. It's different people. One gotta go. End racism and poverty and hunger and pollution.
Um, and racism. That's a no-brainer. There's gonna be pollution because of all the fucking cars and all the bullshit. Poverty, there has to be rich people for there has to be poor people for
There's a
there to be rich
balance.
people. What else was it?
And hunger, which is kind of ties into
Hunger.
poverty,
Some
right?
people need to be hungry.
Nah. And racism. I would say end racism too. Let's. Ooh. I think you would like this one. Since you're more of a comedy girl. One gotta go. Step Brothers, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Office Space, or Meet the Fockers.
Office Space. That shit was whack.
I didn't even see Office Space. Honestly, I haven't even seen any of these movies. No, I seen Meet the Fockers, and then I see some of Step Brothers. I would say
I
Office
love
Space
Step
too because I never
Brothers.
really.
Meet the Fockers is good because of Robert De Niro.
40-Year-Old
what's the other
Virgin.
one? 40-Year-Old
40-Year-Old
Virgin.
Virgin.
That's a bop. I could watch that anytime. The Office Space was kind of.
What about? Oh no! Well, people haven't watched that, so this is some good ones. Oh, one gotta go. The Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, Black Ranger, or White Ranger. One gotta go. The Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, Black Ranger, White Ranger. So let's because there was a lot of Red Rangers
I
and
know
Blue
the
Rangers. So let's go back. The Red Ranger, Jason. The Blue Ranger, Billy. The Black Ranger, Zach. Or the White Ranger, Tommy. One gotta go.
None of them. The Black Ranger.
You know what? Jason could go, the Red Ranger. He could go. First of all, I always
Jason
thought
is the
Tommy should
one
have
with
been
the
the leader from
glasses?
the get-go. No, that's
Oh
Billy.
no, I like Billy could go. I like Jason. Something about him. He has a dark features. And I don't like
agree,
Tommy
the
with
Red
the
Ranger could
ponytail.
go. You know what?
I thought he was too cute.
Tommy, I was gonna say Tommy was the hottest one, especially when he got the ponytail. At first, he didn't come with a ponytail. He came with some weird like.
I like rugged, sweetie. I don't like clean cut, like hair pushed back. You know, he reminded me of Addison. Remember Addison? Was that his name?
Oh, what, bitch?
Yeah.
Don't say names like that. But
You gonna watch.
But yeah, you know how I felt about that person. So Tommy is staying all day, all day. Listen, one of my little fantasies was me, Tommy, and Kimberly.
Oh no, I like Jason. I thought he was cute.
Well, he could go. He could go. The Red Ranger, Jason, he could go. But listen, he may be going to jail for some crazy shit he was doing in real life. But that's a different story.
Oh really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't know nothing about nothing.
And the Blue Ranger's gay in real life, Billy. Yeah, the Blue Ranger. You didn't know that either?
He's gay?
Yeah, the Blue Ranger.
Bitch, Billy, I always fall for the gays. I'm a gay man.
Okay, no. One gotta go. Family functions, birthday parties, wedding receptions, or guys/ladies night out. This is no.
Run that by me again.
One gotta go. Family functions, birthday parties, wedding receptions, or guys/ladies night out.
Damn. It's between, for me, wedding receptions.
You know what? Wedding receptions too.
I'm not gonna say like not hang out with family, even though they're annoying, but
we actually know family functions for me will always have birthday parties, you know.
And ladies' night and
guys' ladies' night is needed.
Gays' night.
Wedding receptions could go, and we actually did a poll on our Inner Circle podcast page on Instagram. If you're not watching or not watching, you can't. Well, yeah, you watch Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram, definitely follow us. We actually did a poll are marriages, weddings, a business transaction. And it was kind of like not too far off. Some people voted yes, some people voted no, but this is kind of, I could see, yeah, weddings could go. Let's do one more. This is cute. Let's end it in a light one. One gotta go. Hello, millennials and people who watch the Powerpuff Girls Cartoon Network.
Oh Lord.
One gotta go. Mojo Jojo, Blossom, Bubbles, or Buttercup.
Mojo Jojo, bye.
I know, it's easy.
I'm
Mojo
Buttercup.
Jojo could go. I'm Buttercup. I'm the green one, the cranky one.
You are not the cranky one, bitch. You are more like a.
I am not. Bubbles. And I'm the leader,
Bubbles.
Blossoms.
You're Blossom, the fighter and the leader. Bubbles, she's the joy and the laughter. Who's the joy and the laughter? Ralph? I don't know.
Well,
I'm the toughest fighter, bitch. I will knock a bitch out.
I want to do one last one. Oh. All right, one last one. One gotta go.
You know we're popping when we got fucking spam in our YouTube.
All right.
That's what's up.
I see that. What's up? Listen, we're consistent too. We're the podcast that we're consistent. We don't cancel. We don't take breaks. You know, I was trying not to be shady today, but one gotta go. The last one: makeup sex, morning sex, goodbye sex, or drunk sex.
Makeup sex. What else? Drunk.
Morning sex, goodbye sex, or drunk sex.
No. Drunk sex could go, because
drunk sex be good though. Sometimes
drunk sex be good, but makeup sex would be better, and morning sex is the best.
Oh, really?
I hope my mom's not watching. Oh my god.
I mean, mornings. Listen, once upon a time in my mid-20s, I didn't mind morning sex. Now I like it at night. I want that good.
You can't always be a night owl. Sometimes in the morning it'd be like things be thanging.
I gotta say goodbye sex too. I agree. I gotta say
goodbye sex. Isn't that like when you're breaking up with someone and you're saying goodbye?
Yeah, I've had those. Honey, believe me, that I've had. Just I could think of a few people where I've had that goodbye sex. When you know y'all breaking up and y'all done, but it's like, bitch.
You're toxic. No, I would say drunk because some people. I think that with. You know, there's a misconception about men being horrible and getting whiskey dick or like not being able to perform when they're drunk. There's females that can't perform either, or some females don't.
Off of liquor?
I don't get pleasure if.
Enlighten me, please. I don't know. I'm not a woman.
I'll speak for myself gladly. I wish Barbie was on. I don't get pleasure if I'm like drunk as fuck. Like that's not a good look for me. I won't enjoy it. I hope my mom's not watching. But yeah.
Listen, this is life, Mom. This is life. But you know what else is life? From you. But we want to thank you guys. This was a dope show. We want to thank everyone for tuning in. Next week we have special guest, singer, artist Jordan Calais joining us. So definitely tune in for that. It's going to be a great show. And in 2 weeks, our Friendsgiving episode is coming up. It's going to be a fun episode you guys don't want to miss. Also, if you guys want more podcasts, if you guys want more funny people, check out We Family Son. They are, go to their YouTube. They have a show coming up at 9ish. 9ish. I was trying to give you guys a time, but you guys say 9ish. So 9ish. So definitely check out We Family Sons podcast. We thank you guys so much. Check us out on Apple, on iHeart, on Google Podcasts, on Spotify, also on YouTube. Just so thank you.
iHeart Radio.
You know, a little subscription, a little like, a little follow, a little rate goes a long way. It really does mean a lot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are back next week because we don't take no breaks. We don't do no hiatuses. We just do our damn thing and we give you this damn business week after week like it should. See you guys next week.
Bye.